if you're an online coach and you're booking anything less than 30 calls per month from your Facebook DM outreach, then watch the rest of this training, because I'm about to show you a very systemized approach to doing DM outreach so that you can book 30 plus appointments very easily every single month. So over the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how to set your goals with your DM outreach. I'm going to show you how to choose the right strategy. I'm also going to show you the exact strategies that we're using for ourselves and for our clients to book easily 30 plus calls every single month organically without any ads. I'm also going to show you how to implement that strategy and track those results. And then we're going to show you how to optimize the results and then rinse and repeat. And at the end, I'm going to show you some tools that'll help you to streamline the process. So if you want the document that goes with this training, all you need to do is comment below, document, and we'll send that over to you. So you're going to get the tracker, the DM scripts, you're going to get the calculator that I'm going to show you to set your goals. So if you want that document, and I'm going to walk you through that here in a second, then drop the word document below, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to share my screen and we'll walk through the process. So this is the exact Facebook Messenger strategies, scripts, and tracking system that I've used to book 590 calls over the last 12 months, okay? So we're going to walk you through it step by step. So the first step is we want to set our goals, okay? So this is a calculator that you're going to get as if you comment document below, but let's go head over to the actual tracker and we'll show you how this thing works. So what you're going to do, anything in orange you can actually edit. So if you want to set your annual revenue goal, you would do that here. The monthly revenue goal is automatically calculated by dividing that number by 12 months. And then your program price, how much you charge for your program. And then what is your, if you have, this is for people that own a Facebook group. So if you are adding new members to your group every month, every week, what percentage of those people are actually booking a call with you? And then what is your close rate? When you get somebody on a call, what's the percentage that you are actually turning into clients? And then the rest of this stuff is going to be calculated for you. So in theory, if we were, with these numbers, if you wanted $100,000 a year and your program price was $3,000 and you closed at 20%, and you had a new group booking rate of 8%, if you have a Facebook group, and you closed at 20%, that means you need 13.89 calls per month. So let's just go with 14 calls per month. If you were closing at 20%, you would make $100,000, okay? And then if you want to look and see how many members you need each month, then you can look down here if you're using a group and how many you need to add each week to your group, okay? So those are the numbers to help you to kind of figure out and reverse engineer how many appointments you need, how many new group joins you need, okay? So let's head back over to our document here. So you can grab that calculator, just drop the word document below and I'll send it over. The next thing that we want to do, once we set our goals, so our goal is if we want to make $100,000, we need to book 14 calls. So how are we going to get those phone calls? Well, there's two different strategies basically with DM outreach. You've got outbound strategies, which I consider just pure cold outreach, where you're going, you're connecting with people, and then you're basically pitching your offer. Maybe you have a little bit of rapport building, but you're pretty much going cold in and trying to pitch an offer to someone. The other approach is more warm inbound conversation. So this is where we're going to leverage content to get people to raise their hand and tell us that they have a problem that we can help them solve, and then we're going to reach out in the DM to have warmer conversations and then invite them into to booking a call. Now, in my opinion, and I know there's a lot of people out there that do cold outreach, they're very successful with it, but in my opinion, it is a dying approach, it's a dying strategy. And the reason that is because of this kind of graph. This is the cycle of growth tactic effectiveness. So back probably in 2018, before COVID, before a lot of people came in online and started starting businesses, anywhere from like 2016 to 2018, this tactic really became super popular and it really got started. And it was working really well at first because nobody had seen it before. And then it kind of got optimized. You know, a lot of the gurus were out there teaching their different strategies for this. And then a lot of people came online, they bought products from these gurus, and then everybody started implementing the same stuff. A lot of the same messaging was going out. And at that point, when the masses start to adopt this tactic, then it starts losing its effectiveness because everybody's seeing it, everybody's getting used to seeing it, so they're going to start ignoring it and just ghosting you. Okay, so this is where we are now. The tactic is in fatigue stage, or it's already kind of dead. Okay, so that's what I believe is happening with cold outreach. Now, again, cold outreach can work very well, but you're going to have two things. You're going to have a lot of volume. So that means multiple platforms, multiple profiles, because all of those platforms have restrictions on the amount of people that you can message each day. So you got to either add a bunch of profiles or spread out and do a lot of different platforms. Okay. The other thing you're going to need is you're going to need a really strong offer with a really strong risk reversal. You basically have to remove all risk from the lead getting on the phone call with you, and you need to make it super appealing for them to actually get on the call with you. Now, my strategy, and I'm about to show you mine, is to use more of an inbound approach. So we're going to combine content with DM outreach to get people to book calls with us. Okay, so these are my strategies. So I have a Facebook group funnel. So in my business, in my program, I teach coaches how to build six-figure businesses with Facebook groups. So one of our core parts of our program is booking calls with people when they come into our Facebook group. So the first part of that, though, is before they come into our Facebook group, is we want to get them into our Facebook group. So one way we do that is we use our Facebook profile, our personal profile, not our page, our profile, because a lot of the tactics we teach are organic. So to really grow our groups organically, we have to leverage our Facebook profile. So that means going out and doing an audience growth, sending friend requests to people, connecting with those people, kind of training the algorithm with some back and forth conversation, and then starting to post content out of our offer that we know that people are going to be interested in. So a two-step post is essentially, let me just show you what this looks like. So it's basically, hey, I got this thing. Do you want it? Comment below if you want to get it. Okay. And then you can see a lot of people, if you're hitting the right topics and the right pain points for your audience, you're going to get a lot of people commenting on these posts, and then you can start conversations with them to drive them into the group. Now, we can also not only drive people into the group, but also try to book calls with those hand raisers, because they're raising their hand, telling us that they have a problem that we can help solve. But essentially, we're trying to drive people into the group with this strategy. Now, when new people join our group, we have membership questions, okay? So we have 3 membership questions that you have access to. One of those questions that we use is, hey, this is what we do. These are the results we've been able to get for ourselves and our clients. Would you like us to reach out and book a call with you? Now, a certain percentage of those people, I would say anywhere from 8 to 10%, are actually going to say yes to that call. So we can just reach out to those people directly and try to book a call with them. Okay, so that's another strategy we're using to book calls with our Facebook group. Okay, so the other one is, okay, they say no to that. We want to have a backup plan to try to book calls with us. And I'll show you the scripts here in a second. So we have a different method for reaching out to those people and then booking calls with them. And then finally, if they make it through these 2 scripts or these 2 conversations and they don't end up booking a call, or maybe they do book a call and it went really well and we just want to continuously follow up with them, we can use this script or this approach to continuously follow up with these people over time. We're continuing adding touch points, we're giving value, we're sharing new resources. And over time, a few of those people are going to move across the line and eventually book a call and ultimately become a client. So those are our Facebook group funnel strategies. Then we have my content strategy. So I call it my 3-post content system. And we'll show you the 3 posts right now. So basically the first post is an event. So we create an event inside of our group. Okay. Then we would do a 2-step post inside of our group, but also on our profile. And the one on our profile is meant to drive people into the group. Now, if people are already in our group, I want to go ahead and try to book a call with those people. But if they're not in our group, we want to drive people into our group because that's our way of nurturing people. And then we have other mechanisms for booking calls with those people once they join the group, okay? And then and this is all to promote our live stream, which we go live and then we ask for engagement throughout the actual training. And people are commenting on this post, they're commenting on this post, and they're commenting, and they're basically saying they're going to this event. So this shows us, hey, they are interested in this topic. these people are interested in this topic, and if they show up live, we know they're interested in this topic. So about half of these people that commented on this post are actually, the leads. The other half of the comments are us responding to those. But let's say that's 60. This is like 230. Let's say that's 300 now. And now we've got 100 people that are going to the event. So that's like 400 people. Let's be conservative, say that's 250 people that we can now reach out to and book a call with, okay? And let's just say we booked 20% or 10% of those people. That's 25 calls from 1 week of outreach and content. So you can see how effective this strategy really is. And so, we get people to raise hands on all of these two-step posts. So we try to reach out to those. If they're not in the group, we'll drive them in the group. If they are in the group, we want to try to book a call with those people. Also, we'll invite them to the live stream if they are not in the group. And then after the live stream, we're following up to see if they want the replay and trying to book a call with those people as well. So those are our kind of core strategies for booking phone calls. So what is your strategy going to be? If you have a Facebook group or you're creating content, you can use some of ours. And I'll show you our scripts for this. So the next step, once you choose your strategy, is you want to actually implement the strategy. So I'm going to give you the scripts for our strategy so you can start to implement this stuff. And you can see we've got our cold invite to groups. So this is stuff we're going to be doing to grow the group. We've got our two-step to grow the group. And then once people join the group, we've got our scripts for people that say yes. We've got our scripts for people that say no. And then we've got the scripts for our ongoing group member nurture. So those are the kind of the group funnel scripts. And then the the 3-post content system is the 6 play down here, which is our live stream training replay and follow-up. So that's to really drive people to the live stream, but also try to book calls with those people. So those are the 3 scripts that go with my strategy. So start to implement this stuff. And then the next step is actually tracking. Okay, so I want to take you over here and I want to show you our tracker. So we have a tracker. We have all the trackers down here. We've got the two-step post tracker. We've got the new group member tracker, and then we've got the live stream tracker for you. So I've got a bunch of dummy content in here, but you can kind of see if you track this over, let's just say you ran this for 30 days, 30 to 90 days. I think 90 days is a good, way to kind of test the strategy and start to get some real good data. And then once you have the data, you can come in here and you can kind of look at the data, and then you can start to figure out where are the levers in the process that I can pull to improve my results, which is going to be our next step. Okay. So we're running the strategy, we're tracking our results. And then after 30 to 90 days, you want to look at those numbers, and then you want to ask yourself, did I hit my goal? Okay, so our goal was 14 calls. If we're closing 20%, that's going to give us $100,000 a year if we're selling a program that's $3,000. Okay, did you hit that goal? Okay, and are you actually hitting the goal of $100,000? Because again, you got to look at your close rate on this stuff as well. If you said yes to that, you hit your goal, great. What's a new goal that we can set? So what is the new goal that we're going to set for the next 90 days? And I'll show you what we can do to kind of figure out how we can hit that goal here in a second. If you said no to that, which KPIs were low? Where's my bottleneck that I can now increase my results with by choosing the lever point and then iterating and testing one variable or lever point to see if we can improve the results. So let's head over to the tracking sheet and we'll kind of walk through this. So this is the one for new group member tracking. So I just put a bunch of dummy stuff in here. So, we've got this many people join the group this week, this many people join the group this week, this many people join the group this week. Okay, so we understand how many people are joining your group. We also know how many people are booking our calls. And again, remember, we said anywhere from 8 to 10% is a pretty standard number. So as long as you're hitting that KPI, you're probably pretty good. I think that process of you booking calls with new members seems to be working pretty well. So that's not the lever point that we want to pull. Okay, so you seem to be around your close rate. So that seems to be working pretty good. You're closing deals. You're doing pretty good at sales. Maybe you could increase that a little bit, but you seem to be hitting that KPI. The thing that the lever point that I would probably say in this point is, okay, everything's functioning pretty well. We're closing, we're booking calls with people that come into our group. Our close rate's good. The lever that we need to pull is we need to focus on getting more people in the group. So what are some strategies that we can try over the next 90 days to drive more people in the group? Can we launch some ads and see if those will be profitable? Should we do more two-step posts or more content that's driving people into the group? So those are the kind of levers that I would pull for the next 90 days to see if we could get more people in the group. Let's take a look at our live stream content tracker. So again, we're kind of looking through here and we're looking at our strategy. So our strategy now is we're doing 3 posts. We're doing a group 2-step and an event. We're doing a profile 2-step and we're doing a live stream, okay? And we're seeing how many conversations we're getting from each of these particular posts or this live stream sequences, okay? So this one's 62, this one's 135. That catches my eye right there, okay? This one's 46, this one's 46. Okay, so I'm gonna come back to that in a second. Now we're booking calls from it, okay? So we got 6, we got 12, again, kind of catching my eye here. And then we've got 4, we've got 3. So our booking rate is pretty standard. It kind of dropped around here. And then if we look at our close rate, we're hitting our close rate. Close rate's good. We seem to be doing pretty good at sales. Our booking rate seems pretty decent. The thing that really stands out to me in this case is, hey, what did we do this week that got us 135 new conversations? Okay, so one of the lever points I might do is look at what is the topic that we posted about, or how did we write the headline or the hook that made more people comment on this particular 2-step? The other thing that I would look at to increase these numbers is, hey, can we add more posts to our system and see if that's going to actually have an effect on our results? So those are the 2 lever points that I would say might give me a better result. So over the next 90 days, I'm going to either, try to use some of the things that I learned from either the topic that got a lot of results or the way that I actually wrote the content. The other thing is I could add additional posts and see if that improves my results. So that's kind of why it's important to track your results and then give yourself the ability to come in and make some decisions and test some different things to get a better result. All right, so then you're going to actually just rinse and repeat this process, and eventually you're going to really get this thing dialed in, and you'll know exactly what you need to be doing to hit your numbers and your goals every month, okay? Then, if you want to scale it, what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to add additional profiles or add new platforms to scale the process to get higher volume of number once you got this really dialed in, okay? So that is basically the process of really a very systematized way to start to do DM outreach and get better results, okay? Now, if you really want to streamline this process, we actually have a tool that does this. So we have a tool called Social Fuel, where we've actually taken these scripts that I just walked you through and we put them into what are called pipelines. And think of a pipeline as a flow of a conversation. So these pipelines are broken up into stages, and then each of these stages has the actual messaging template embedded in that stage. So all we have to do is come in and if we're trying to send a message in this stage, say, we know what the message is. We know where they are in the conversation. They'll get a little tag here when the actual conversation is due. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on this little messaging bubble here. That's going to take us to the thread. And then I'm just going to paste that in and then make sure it looks good, hit send, and then I would just move that person to the next stage of the pipeline. And then if they don't respond to me, this tag will come due and I'll know to send them the next message in the stage. And the cool thing about this is we can actually import people from our different strategies. So if they join our group, we can use the extension here in the extension tray. I can come in here and add this person and this will pop up. And then I can just select so this person, let's see what they did. They said yes to a call. So I click approve. And then I would find my yes to a call pipeline. And then I would just import that person to the appropriate stage, click start importing, and then it's going to import them directly into that pipeline and I can start the conversation. The other thing that we can do is we can actually import from an event. So I can come in here, I can click the pop up here, I can actually import these. I can click on the went here, and I can import all of these people that actually went to the event into the pipeline that I want to import them into. So again, I would click on that button. I would import everybody to the live stream follow-up. Let me find that one. And I would import them into the import from post stage and then move them through that, that particular. So this is for the event. I can also import them from our actual posts. So I can come in here and just click on this button, import them in that same live stream pipeline, and then move them through the actual conversation. And as you move them through the different stages, everything is tracked here in the system, so we can see, how many people joined our group, how many people said yes to a game plan call, how many people booked, what's the booking rate. And so we've got a report here right in front of us to help us make those decisions and help us figure out what we're going to do for the next 30 to 90 days to actually optimize the results. So that is a system that we've created. We've got all the pipelines set up. We've got all the scripts set up. You just need to come in there and edit your information in the actual templates. So if you want to streamline that process and you want to book a demo call, all you need to do is click that link, and actually that will take you to the calendar to book a demo call of a Social Fuel. So we'll walk you through how that system works. And then if you want to hire a fully trained, so this is one of the things we do in our business, is we actually train virtual assistants, especially on this software and our pipelines and our strategies, to run those strategies for you. So if you're interested in having us run this strategy for you with a fully trained virtual assistant that is exclusive to you, working 40 hours per week for your business, then you can actually click this link and book a VA strategy call. Okay. So again, if you want to go ahead and get this document that has the calculator, the scripts, and the trackers all in one document, go ahead and drop document below or resource below, and we'll make sure that you get a copy of that. And thank y'all for joining again, and we'll see you next time.